next movie, George Clooney stars in it. Tomorrowland. There is a young girl who plays a robot in this film.
映画に行きたい気分です。楽しみにしています。
She holds your attention more than anything else. Well done acting for such a young person. What it is this little girl is part of a team of robots who are assigned the mission to go out into the world and look for people who are super intelligent and then guide them to Tomorrowland. They have this little button that's that reacts to the touch of a certain person, and it takes them on an illusional journey. If they touch the button, they're not really there, they're just seeing and hearing the sounds of this recorded message on this button. They think they're actually where this button is. It's sort of like a transmission of the future, or a future place, and they think they're there, but they're not really there. So when they react and move and talk, they're actually still in the same place they thought they left Earth, but they're actually seeing and hearing the future. Do you pick up on that? George Clooney was one of the ones who was taken into the future land, and he developed a machine that would look into the future of the Earth, and it was just apocalyptic, wars, disasters, riots, the sun destroying the planet with heat and pollution getting out of control. So the leader of this future world decides that he doesn't want these people coming into his future world or being a part of it, so he uses this apocalyptic message, transmits it back to deaden the minds of the people of the earth so that they don't try to change anything, that they see the world going to pot or to hell in the handbasket, but they, oh well, what can we do? And they just let it happen. The George Clooney character, who was a young person at the time, who had designed this machine to look into the future, wants to use it to warn people not to follow the same path of life that led to the destruction of the earth. And the leader of this place frames the George Clooney character, makes it look like he's creating all this problems by transmitting it, which he isn't. It's actually the leader doing it. He exiles the George Clooney character back to the past, and he lives as a recluse after that. Now the robotic girl is going through the decades, giving these pins of the future, trying to bring these people into the future to change it, even though she is also exiled because of her work. She can't change what she's doing. And there's these robotics that are from the future that are sent back into the past to hunt her down, destroy her. They just can't find her. She's like a superhero type of character. In the end, the George Clooney, the girl who got the pin and thought she should go into the future, and the robot go into the future to change it, to shut down the machine, to stop it from broadcasting back into the past, making people become acceptance that the earth is dying, there's nothing we can do, let's just go through it. That sort of thing. Typical Disney, this girl who's the character who's supposed to help change the future. One of the parents is dead. Typical Disney. Disney uses this technique to elicit, to force out feelings that you would have for her because she lost her mother. This is like it's like an unwritten policy to create emotion, bring you into the film, to make an emotional bond with you right away without having to do any work to establish that. This film, the trailers are well done. They don't show you a hell of a lot. Don't tell you what the storyline is. It was all kept under wraps. But the movie I found to be quite boring. It held my attention as a movie. I would never buy it on DVD. I don't recommend anybody see it. There's nothing really interesting, or it'll just hold your interest for the 2 hours, but afterwards, so what? Don't care to see it again. And that was Tomorrowland, a so-so movie.